Hello and welcome to my channel, The Solar Scribe. I was asked to do a reading on the 24th, which is today. I'm in the UK, and I did one for the 6th, and then I realised after I'd done that one that there's also another 6.6.6 on the 15th of June. Now, my mind was saying, well, you know, that's 3 6s, so you need to do one for each day. And actually my guides asked me not to do one for the 15th. I'm not sure why, but if anybody's wondering, you know, why I said there were 3 dates in 666, but I've only done 2 of them, it was just internal guidance not to do that one. So I did the one on the 6th and the one on the 24th. Okay. Right, so we're going to start, as usual, with an altar card. And the energies have been very intense. Don't seem to be letting up. I've heard people say that the physical symptoms are calming down and that they're able to sleep more. Yeah, the physical symptoms have calmed down for me, but I'm still not sleeping very well. So I'm obviously doing a lot of work at night time and dream time. Okay, so we've got joy. Like a child, I discover joy in the simplicity of life. Happiness lies in magical moments, not in the material. Even the smallest joy is a great source of light. Okay, that's the first one. And then I'm going to pull 6 master cards all together. These are the cow grey ones. And then I'll build on it from there. Okay, so I've got hope next to joy. So obviously the colours are very vibrant. Divine Director. Mercury, communication. Mahavatar Babaji, soul expansion. And then we've got Diana, focused intention. And finally Bridget, inner strength. Okay. And then before I go into what the masters want to say, I'm also going to pull the Archangel Metatron cards by this lady, Amanda Ellis. Let's see, 3 cards, Metatron. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right, yeah, here we go. So we've got Conquering Fear, start today. Fire Dragon, Dragon Strength, I'm going to put that with Bridget. And the Blue Madonna, Madonna and Mothering. So that's number 29. Number 19. And number 17. Okay. So, whenever I see this card, for me personally, the Divine Director, it basically means that there's been a huge shift and we're in the middle of it, and it's good to set your intentions. So Diana's coming in with that and saying focused intention as well. So basically what that's saying to me is intervention and purpose and focused intention is that we're getting a lot of help from other energies within the spirit realm, within the galactic teams on other levels. We've just got to keep the faith and bring that inner strength. We are being tested. However, I'm sure you've heard this many times before, but they're asking me to say it again. You are the strongest of the strongest, and you were chosen to come here, or you chose to come here because you were given, you had the tools ready to do the job, and you are able to use those tools, and now you're going to get uploads and downloads of information on what those tools are. So that's the soul expansion from Babaji, and also communication from your guides and your teams as to what those tools are. Okay, so interestingly, we've got Bridget Inner Strength, 2 lots of fire, and actually joy as well. So if you look at these 3 cards, they're very similar in energy and colour. So that tells me the fire energy is quite potent at the minute. There could be some blow-ups, and there could be some people that are being uncharacteristically antagonistic, or just blowing up at the slightest thing. So the Madonna's asking for calm, so she's bringing in this blue flame calm energy around the throat chakra, because Mercury's here as well, and that's the throat. So she's basically saying there seems to be a lot of heat and fire within the throat chakra, and people, you know, becoming quite angry and agitated about things. Lots of inner child work happening as well. They're saying look at the colours of what's happening here. So we've got this lovely solar plexus yellow here, and this crown chakra amethyst there. So there is an element of the purple and the gold working together. Amethyst is a good colour to have at the minute, and citrine, anything that brings joy. The orange or yellow crystals as well. Okay, it'd be useful to carry with you. Okay, so I'm going to ask about a bit more about the Divine Director. I'm being drawn to pull an Akashic Record card. Let's do that first. Birth. Okay, number 4. Right, so this is talking about your actual, when you're born, and it's talking about stability, because we've got the number 4 here. So were you given the 4 stable corners to help you as a child? If you weren't, then that's what this is about now, because this is number 8 and that's number 4. So basically what they're saying is they're building another level. You can build another level within you that will give you that stability if you didn't have that at birth. Okay. Might want to say a bit more about that. Let's pull... Actually, let's pull the rose card first, and then I'll do an animal card, but I think this needs exploring, this inner child as well. Oops. Right, the Sun. Life force, success, vitality, play. Right, okay, so we're back to joy and hope and inner strength. But the Sun, to me, and the tarot card for the Sun is number 19, which is a 10, which is a reset. And again, they're talking about children playing in the sun when you were small. You know, playing outside, going out into the into nature, slides, swings, parks, that kind of thing. Encouraging people to do that. If you look at these guys, that's what they're doing. They're walking towards the sun. So there's lots of solar plexus energy and lots of codes and light codes coming in from the sun at the minute. The solar energy is ramping up, and it's not stopping anytime soon, is what they're saying. Okay, so let's pull an animal. So we've got insight, the heron. You are being called to have courage and follow your true path, which will be discovered through exploring your inner self. Your innate wisdom will show you how to be more self-reliant, and the heron is here to remind you that grounding yourself in the earth and your spiritual beliefs will help you discover emotional insights more clearly. So again, grounding, but we've just talked about playing outside, being in the sunshine. The sun will ground you, the earth will ground you, and that will give you the insights if you're these downloads that are coming in as well. Okay. Right. I'm feeling like another message wants to come through, so let's look at these. Yeah, okay. So, oh, we've got two here. Right, the central sun, yeah. So basically, abundance, download, regeneration and success. There are so many light codes coming from this sun now that they're really asking us to ground and integrate this energy, because this soul expansion is huge. However, we do need to be able to hold whatever's coming through. And that's really, I can feel the fire ramping up, and it's going to get quite hot, is what they're saying. Shambhala and initiations. Yeah, retreating or recharge, trust in the process, Dharma. Yeah, recharge your batteries. There's a tendency sometimes to not ask your guides or your inner self, whatever you prefer, to slow it down a bit. You can do that. You don't have to have everything at the 100 miles an hour speed, because that's a lot of fire. Okay, so what the Madonna's saying is that you can ask for this cooling blue flame energy to be able to integrate all of this, all of these interventions and purposeful missions, but without burning yourself out. Okay, and if you look at Babaji, yes, there's soul expansion there, it's huge, but there's still that blue energy. And same with blue for Mercury. So they're asking for the blue flame to be brought in, to calm this energy down a bit. Because although the children are going towards the sun, they're not being blinded by it. The children of the sun, I'm hearing, yeah, as well. Okay, let's have an orb. Which is those. So self-care. So I don't normally have water when I'm doing these, but they asked me to get some. And drink some for grounding as well. Okay, so... Wow. Number 28, which is a 10. I'm not going to read all these out, but you can see how many spirits and guides and ascended masters are on that card. So that's indicative, as I said earlier, of how much help we're getting. You know, that's just like a tiny, tiny, tiny amount. But if we look at, you've got all the archangels there: Saint Germain, El Moya, Katumi, We've got Melchizedek, Hilarion, Paul the Venetian, Serapis Bay, you name it, they're on there. Okay, so and that is the reset, the 10. So that's what they're looking at towards his sun. These are some cards that I bought in Glastonbury, so that's the website that I got them from. I'm just going to pull one Ascended Master. Thoth, yeah, I knew Thoth was going to come out. So emerald green as well. So when we look at Bridget, she is the epitome of the sun, but also the emerald green. So emerald is another colour that is bringing in the emerald ray of downloads for this, but is also a cooler energy. So she's holding the fire, but she's got the emerald green as well. So it's saying that you can have fire and ice together, and yeah, they're showing me ice, IE in there, and fire has also got IE in it. So they're similar, which sounds crazy really, but it isn't. Because if you've ever picked up an ice cube, it's stuck to your finger, and it welds to your skin because of the heat of your hand and the coldness of the ice. And she's saying you practice using both of these energies and merging them together. Okay. Yeah, so fire and water, fire and ice, fire and water, I'm feeling. Okay, so let's pull a Violet Flame card. Definitely fire and ice, and that symbolises the winter solstice and the summer solstice, because on one side of the earth there'll be summer, on one side there'll be winter. Questions? Okay, I've not had this one before. Let me put that there. Right, so doubts, fears, worries and concerns of what might happen linger in the energy field or aura, causing blockages in your energy flow. Right, they're recommending sprays to use, but that goes back to this energy of conquering fear, start today. So they're asking you to question if anything comes up that is old energy. And look, she's got the same colour of dress on as this. The person in this card is questioning, why am I feeling like this? Where are all these old fears coming from? And this very high vibration spiritual figure in the gold is saying, transmute it into gold. It's old energy. It doesn't belong to you anymore. Okay. Right, let's have Pegasus. Okay. Okay, and flew. White Pegasus of the Sacred Waterfall, number 8. So we're back to ice. We're back to the water. Number 8. So let me put that there a second, because that's going to be counteracted with something else. And I find it. Yeah, there we go. Crystal. Original self. Okay, so if you look at these two, they're the same colour, and if you look at that, number 8, and that's also number 8, so they're asking you to wash away. So we've talked about this person that's really unsure as to why all these old energies are coming back, returning back to original self. That's not, those fears are not you. That's not your original self. You are source. You came from source. You didn't have those fears when you came. The white Pegasus is saying, wash them away in the sacred waterfall. So water is very good at this time. Showers or baths or soaking your feet or anything that will help to calm the energy of this fire and bring you back to your original self. Okay. Let's have an archangel. Compassion. So look again, the sun's there. And we've got these two people here. There's two people. Oh, one person here. But there's a mirror behind him. They're asking you to have compassion for yourself when you're going through this. So if you're somebody that's conquering your fears and going through this very intense energy, have compassion for yourself. Okay. All the archangels seem to be really coming out in this reading. Archangel Raphael. So again, we've got the green emerald energy. May the green ray of divine healing flow through my physical, mental, emotional and spiritual bodies for my highest good today and always. Yeah, so what Bridget is saying is that call on her energy to clear all of your fields and have the inner strength to do that. You've got the inner strength to do that, she's saying. Just call on her. Okay, so you've got the emerald green, the blue flame, to counteract these huge amount of solar flares that are coming in. Okay. Right, let's see what the chakras are up to. That one. Divine Feminine. Now I was guided, they were talking to me about the Divine Feminine just before I came on. And there was a card I was looking at, I can't remember what it was now, but the Divine Feminine energy is very strong at the minute, and that's number 3. Obviously this is a 6-day. Supports our receptive, nurturing and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly, helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. So the Divine Feminine, I feel, is very, very important at the minute. Not gender, Divine Feminine within you, the Divine Feminine energy. So let me just ask about that, and the fairies want to come in to give a bit of guidance on that. Okay. The 8 of Winter. You have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. So the Divine Feminine, I feel, because that's number 8 again. So it's that conquering fear, again, the number 8. So whatever you've been through or whatever's happening now, call on this Divine Feminine energy. And Bridge is saying, look at the colours. You've got the blue flame there, which we talked about. And then you've got the fire energy, which is Bridget. Okay. But she's saying, call on the Divine Feminine within yourself. Because the power is within you. It isn't out there. It's not external. It's within you. Okay, next one. The Diamond Star, Destiny 41. I focus on service and follow my highest purpose. So these two are back. Focused intention and purpose. Okay, so that message is being hit home really strongly, because if you look at her energy, she's virtually white, so it's the Diamond Star. So you're getting the diamond light codes, which are the strongest and most potent, and the rainbow energy as well. Okay. Right, so have we got any guidance on these? I'm just going to ask for some colour for guidance on these diamond codes. Any words of wisdom or information on these diamond codes? I'm asking for 3. Right, okay. Okay, so joy again. So back to the children playing. Okay. Playfulness, back to the children playing. So what they're saying is these codes are really, really strong, and we can take it so seriously, but that it will help to transmute the energy if we are laughing and playing. And then the groundedness is about, again, getting into nature and basically doing what the children are doing. Children just run outside to play. They don't have an agenda. They don't think, oh, well, I've got chores to do. Or, I mean, obviously you've got things to do as an adult and you're not going to shirk your responsibilities, but they're saying the more you can play with this energy, the better you will feel with it. Okay. Right, let's pull a dragon card, and then the archangels want to come in again. Orange gold dragon from Arcturus, open you to knowledge for the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future, be a guiding light. Again, the golden, the sun, the gold. There are so many of these dragons around now. You've got the fire dragon there, you've got the orange gold dragon here. And call on the Arcturians for support as well. And interestingly, they've got the blue flame and the fire as well, which is what we've been talking about. Okay. Right, the archangels. Not doing too badly for time, so let's have a look. King of Gabriel, keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. And again, he's got the fire around him. But this is what they're talking about. Generous, inspirational, dramatic and driven, but calm at the same time. This person isn't running around getting lost in all of the detail. He's very confident as to what he's doing. So he's getting these fire, diamond, solar downloads, but actually holding his equilibrium is what they're saying, the word they're using, equilibrium. Right, so on that note, we'll get, there's a couple of words that want to come through. So let's see what words we're given. Yeah, so basically what I just said, illumination, here comes the sun. Fantastic, and we're balancing that with the emerald rare green energy. So these two colours would be really useful to wear at this time, and also if you've got any crystals in these colours, that'd be really good as well. Okay, and then Bridget is showing me again your inner strength. It's all within you. It's illuminated within you, and you have that strength. Yeah. Right, we're getting towards the end. Let's have a number, and then let's bring the unicorns in, I think. Intuition. So like I just said, it's all within you. And 22 is a master number. So this information that's coming out now has been within you all along. And that's when for me, when the divine director shows up, divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So joy, happiness, playfulness is all your purpose. That's what you're here for. Okay. Alright, what did I say? Unicorns. And then 2 more decks, and then I think we'll do the numbers. Cosmic Rainbow, look for the pot of gold, accept joy. I can't say it any better than that. We've got the gold there, we've got the sunshine there, we've got the rainbow energy and the word joy. So it's looking like we've got the word joy 3 times. So it's looking, and that is number 15, which is a 6, which is today. So I'm really feeling that there's some very intense, joyful energy coming in, and we just need to be able to receive it. And the way to do that is to ground it in, going into nature, using crystals, using colour, balancing everything out. And let me just... Thank you. So what they're saying, I mean, look at that colour. It's the same again. So what the Divine Director is saying is that thank you for being here. Thank you for coming to Earth, and thank you for carrying out your mission. But look at the colour, the blue ray flame. So open communication from Mercury, that's the heart, that's the throat chakra. Thank you. Those 2 words, thank you. Right, let's one more angel and then we'll pull the divine. Oh, hang on a sec. There you go. I think there might be another one waiting in the wings. Right, that does say prosperity, but there's a personal message on there, and I didn't realise I was going to pick that one. But it does say prosperity. Okay. And so that ties in with the joy and the abundance and all the other stuff. I'm not sure if we've had this one or not. We may have, maybe not. Being guided to draw it again. There's 2 actually. No, we haven't. Right, okay. Light activation number 19. Connection to spirit and transcendence. So the rainbow energy again. Number 19 is the tarot, which is the sun. All these solar energies coming in. Okay. And then language of light, and that's number, what number is that? Oh, 19. Right, this is number 18, but I promise you that I've used this deck a long time, so they're not in number order. So some of you may be speaking the language of light through communication, through the throat chakra, and this is the blue flame. So they're asking, okay, one sec. Right, so some of us, I do speak light language, but I'm not, I haven't cultivated that tool yet, which we were talking about tools. Some of us are, soul expansion is that we will start to speak the light language, and it's conquering that fear from past experiences of not being afraid to do that. Okay, so thank you in light language through the open communication of Mercury. Get a weight off your chest, speak up with love and be heard. That's the light language coming through. No more weight on your chest about previously speaking light language and not being able to share it. Okay, so that's the throat chakra being unblocked as well. Again, universal love card, and then we'll do the divine doors, and then we'll do the cards, the gold cards for the dates. Soulmate. Okay, so yeah, if you look at Hope, she's actually got the same on there. So it's the having the love and acceptance of yourself, and you can actually be your own soulmate, because we've got the sun at the back, and then we've got these downloads going on. This could also mean that you're going to meet your divine twin ray counterpart, but to do that, love and acceptance for yourself, the way that you are. Okay. Right, let's do the doors. I'll try not to drop my phone this time, but I struggle with these cards because they're just very small print. So my eyes have been playing up, my vision's been going blurry, but I know that that happens when I'm getting uploads and downloads. But do go and get your eyes checked, but mine have just been checked, so I know that that's what it is. Right, okay, so we've got, one sec, so I want to blind everybody with my torch. So this one says, yes, kiss the ground and touch the sky, your soul is set now to leap and fly. So look at that, where they're going. So that they are going into this diamond white energy. Look. I focus on service and follow my higher purpose. Okay. And then the other one. In thanks of my spirit safe and sound, all things that are lost so can be found. So this is talking about returning to the original self, to finding your original source connection again. It's never lost, it's always there. And interestingly, white Matthew, white and diamond, that is the source. Okay, so let's just do the cards, and as I'm looking at my phone, it's 9:11, so that tells me an emergence is happening. We've got so it'd be 18 cards. Oh, don't know what's happening there. So that must be pretty important because it jumped into the deck. Whatever is lost will now be found. So let's pull. I know 18 cards is a lot really, but I'm being drawn to just pull the 18. So I'm going to do it. 5. And one more. And then I'll quickly sort them out. Yeah, I was told there'd be triple numbers in here. Okay, so first of all, we've got the King, the Queen and the Jack. Now these two are shadow energy, so it's the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine shadow energy, and that Jack is actually a playful abundance card, Blackjack. So there is some shadow work going on, but we've got this Willy Wonka golden ticket. So what they're basically saying is that that's 11, 12 and 13, so I'll come to that in a minute because that's something to do with dates. But what they're basically saying is, again, coming back to that illumination and that golden joy is within you. And you get to choose. It's a blank slate. It's all being reset. Because we talked about the 10, didn't we? Being reset. All being reset. What do you choose? What are you going to choose? Okay, you get to choose. It's all within you. Right, so I think I'm right in saying, yeah, we got 4 aces. So it's a complete reset. That very rarely happens, no matter how many cards you pull. We've also got 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's all the chakras balanced in that. Okay, up to the heart. And then we've got... Right, we've got number 7 missing. Yeah, so if you look at this, we've got 888, which is huge abundance. So that tells me the 8th of July is a big date. So that would be 15, 17, 21, which is a 3. And we've got number 7 missing. Now, the way that I work out the chakras is number 7 to me would be the altar major. So you might want to look at your altar major chakra and give that some attention. Okay. Right, we're done. So thank you for listening and watching. And I probably will do a reading on the 8th, actually, if either the 8th or the 11th, because we've got 11/11 there, and I did see 9/11 on my phone, but yeah, okay, so thank you and I'll see you next time. Bye.